life. Get in the flow of right. Take a step back into your higher life. Welcome back, my gorgeous ones. Today I'm here with a quick tutorial on how I clean up my eyebrows myself at home, and you can do it too. So just sit back and just get into this quick video, this quick tutorial, and I'm going to try to make sure I make it quick this time. What you'll need for this tutorial to clean up your eyebrows yourself is some paper towel, some rubbing alcohol. I choose not to use the clear one because it might be a little too harsh on the skin. So some rubbing alcohol, clean paper towels, obviously, a spoolie, your eyebrow pencil that you like to use, and an eyebrow razor, as well as your favorite face cream that you like to use. You can also use mild soap, but I just didn't feel like going through the process of going to the bathroom and doing that because I already prepped and washed my face and moisturized it. So I'm like, let me just do it with the face cream way. So what you're going to do, you're just going to put a little bit of face cream on your hand, as well as you're going to need a tweezer. Okay, it's a regular standard tip tweezer. So you take your hand, your lotion that you put on your hand, obviously that's for your face. Now what I like to do, everybody have their own way of doing it, but me, what I usually do, I take my eyebrow pencil, and if I'm looking away, it's because I'm looking at my mirror, because I'm dealing with a blade here, so I have to make sure. So what you do, you can do it how you choose to do it, but this is the way I do it. I usually take my eyebrow pencil, I line up my eyebrows to my liking of how I want it to be, okay, just to give me like kind of like a like you're forming your own type of stencil, like your own little template, so that you don't cut off hairs that you know that you don't want to cut off, so you have an actual outline to go. So now your face cream, I just scooped a little bit off with my tweezer like that. Then I'm gonna outline the shape, the exact shape that I drew, or the same exact shape of your eyebrow. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do that and just follow through with me. Let me see if I can do it in the camera view. Okay, so might be a little messy. Now the only reason why we're doing it this way is to create a barrier so that the blade is easy to glide on your skin without having to worry about cutting yourself. Okay, for this part I'm gonna look in my mirror just so I could get it precise. Hopefully I can still see that. So basically all I'm doing is just taking the lotion and just the cream, the face cream, and going in the same shape of my eyebrow, or how I basically outlined my eyebrow. Bring it down. Even on the edges, even at the end, your whole eyebrow. So exactly how you outlined it, you're just doing the same thing, but just with the lotion, okay? Okay. Now you're gonna need the paper towel. And you're just gonna wipe off whatever was on your tweezer. Now this is where the blade comes in, okay? Make sure it's a clean blade. Make sure your hands is clean. Make sure your face is clean and moisturized. So now all I do, I like to hold my skin up, okay? I'm gonna look at the mirror, but you get the idea of what I'm doing. And I'm just basically starting from the top, just to clean the hairs. Pull your skin up just a little, just to get a precise hold. Now the paper towel that comes in handy is to keep wiping the excess hairs that's coming off. If you can see that, it's kind of gross, but I mean, just so you can see what's going on. Just to get a clean look, okay? Okay. I already did this eyebrow off camera, so I just wanted this to be quick. So now I'm going to move it a little closer just so I could be precise as to what I'm doing. But you get the idea. It's just basically doing this. Just basically going in the same direction, the same angle that you drew with the lotion, obviously mimicking the shape of your eyebrow. Okay, wipe a little off. Now you want to be careful and take your time. There's no rush because remember this is a blade. Now depending on how precise you're able to get the hairs, depending on how your actual blade, how good it is, then you might not need the tweezer part. But sometimes if I do see, like, you know, little hairs, just like when you go to the salon and you get your eyebrows waxed at the very end, they tend to, you know, pluck the little hairs that are hard to reach. Okay, so it's the same thing with this. Now if you want to skip that part, that's fine. Now I'm just checking to make sure I got all. Okay. Now the reason why I like to outline it is just not to mess up the shape of my eyebrow. Okay, so that I know it's the exact, I'm only cutting the hairs that grew in. Okay, that's it. I'm basically just cutting the ingrown, not the ingrown, but the new growth hairs, but still keeping the shape of my eyebrow that I prefer. Just to give a clean look. So we're just cleaning it up. Cleaning it up. Okay? And like I said, it's no rush. Okay? So now, once that's done, you take another clean one, because remember, now you done cut, you know, your pores is open, so you don't want to use the same one that you was using to wipe the blade. Now just dab, just to make sure I take off the lotion. Just dab, just so I can see what's going on. Okay, this is where your spoolie comes in. Just make sure everything is even. Okay, now you can always wash this off when you're done. I'm just using it as like basically to trace the shape that I want without cutting too much or unnecessary hair. Okay, now let me see. I'm looking for my face cream. Now I use the CeraVe face cream, but you use whatever face cream you use, whichever one makes you comfortable. Now this is the part where I'm just cleaning in between the brow. Same process, except we're not actually tracing, you're just cleaning a little bit. Just as well as when you get a wax, they, you know, wax that middle piece. Same blade. I'm going to do this part in a mirror just to be sure. Now, you don't want to go too close. You don't want to chop off the, you know, the front of your brow. You don't want to do that. And that's another reason why I like to, you know, This is another reason why I like to outline them, so that I know where it starts, so I don't make that mistake. So we're just cleaning. Okay. Okay. My paper towel fell, so I'm not even about to use that piece. So same process. Then we just dab it, clean it, dab it. Okay. Now, this is where your rubbing alcohol would come in. Just put it's gonna burn a little, but I'd rather do that to make sure, you know, there's no bacteria, nothing. And you just take a little bit, dab it on a tissue, not a tissue, but a paper towel, and just cleaning. Yes, it burns a little, but it's the same way how when you go get your eyebrows done. Okay, it's a quick little stain. Now that's cleaned off. Now just take a little bit of, you can use coconut oil, but right now I ran out, so just take a little bit of baby oil, and I just line the top of my eyebrow, just to give that moisture. There's no bumps. Like I said, I'm not a professional at doing this, but this is what I do. And just the middle piece. Okay. And there you have it. My eyebrows is naturally uneven, and that's because going to get them waxed and got them messed up. But just so you can see, it might appear a little more dark here because I didn't want to take too much hair off here. Let me see, just to be sure. That part I can tweeze because I don't want to mess with the razor and cut off too much hair. So basically all I'm doing, this little piece that's right here, if you can see that, at the angle right here, I'm just gonna tweeze that out, okay? And there you have it. And like I said, if you use pencil, eyebrow pencil, it's basically overall just to give that clean look, the clean effect, instead of having all that extra hair growing in. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial, and I'm going to be doing another tutorial, another makeup look, so stay tuned for that. And here's another little trick that I do. I put a little bit of freeze spray, holding spray, hairspray, whatever, on your spoolie, and just to keep your hairs in place. I already sprayed it, and it just keeps the hair in place. And it gives it more of a natural effect without your hairs moving all over the place. So you see? And this is after you applied, or after I applied. And if you choose to apply a little bit of hairspray. So this is after the fact that I cleaned my eyebrows. It's too long. Your eyebrows should only stop right where your eye. Okay? So if it doesn't, I have a tendency of going a little over, and that's because I'm a little heavy-handed. But yeah, so that's what the effect of the actual hairspray does. You don't want to put too much because you don't want it to be stiffened, too stiff to the point, you know, it looks crazy. But when it does actually lock in place, it'll just stay in place the same way you brush your hairs. Whatever direction you brush your hairs is exactly the direction it'll stay in. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.